Hey guys, so your activity for the next few days is going to be to do what's something called a Hyperdoc. Okay, so I'm kind of new at Hyperdocs, but I kind of like them, especially for digital learning, because they are somewhat interactive. They're interactive in their own right versus me being there with you every step of the way, making them interactive. So basically, what you're going to do, you're going to find this on your Google Classroom. It's exploring the scientific method. You have a couple of different categories you have to complete. You have to complete them in order. So first you're going to explore, then you're going to explain, then you're going to apply what you know, then you're going to expand upon what you know. Okay, so it's pretty self-explanatory, especially the first two boxes, but I am going to just go through the second and or the third and fourth box with you guys, just so that it's a little bit more clear. So in the exploration phase, you're just going to watch the video. The video is linked right here, so you're just going to click on it. You can click on it here, or it's linked in the words as well. You're going to pay attention to what you're thinking as you view it. It's about 6 minutes long, I think. It's almost 6 minutes. You're going to use the space below, so the space right here, to capture the questions, the ideas, the thoughts, and anything else that comes to your mind after the video. We've been working on how to work the documents so you can use bullets to do your thoughts. It is a 6-minute video though, so the expectation is that it is not one bullet, 2 bullets. Think about what you're listening to. It's kind of cool what they're going to talk about. So think about it. Has that, do you think that could happen to you? How cool would it be? What would happen? Etc., etc. You'll see when you see the video what I'm talking about. Once you've done that, there's another video to watch. Now, you may have already watched this video. I did link it to the scientific method matching activity. I don't know that anyone really saw it there. So we're going to watch it again. Watch the video about the scientific method to get further review of the parts. While you're watching that video, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 questions that you need to answer. Okay, so answer the following questions during/after watching the video. The magic of YouTube is you can watch it as many times as you need to. Okay, so you can just keep right on watching it if you need to. Okay, so those are your 8 questions. This next part is where you apply. So here I have actually pulled up, you're going to click here and you're going to get to a page. This is actually a question out of a Regents exam, an old Regents exam, but a Regents exam nonetheless. So you're going to take what you now know from the video and from what we've been talking about the last few days. You're going to read this little blurb about aging and BDNF. A reminder, it doesn't really matter what BDNF is. It doesn't matter what it stands for. It doesn't matter. Think about how it fits into the scientific method, and then you're going to answer these 4 questions. Actually, I think I added a 5th question. So there's these 4 bullet points, but if you look in the document, I put the questions right there. Yep, state the hypothesis, describe the control group, identify 2 factors that must be kept the same, and then the 4th question is the independent variable, and I added in the 5th question because I want you to be able to call out the independent and the dependent variable. So you're going to answer those 5 questions with the bullets right there. And then it says, if you're struggling, rewatch the video from Explain above. So don't struggle if you're having a hard time. Excuse me. If you're having a hard time, then rewatch the video above. You have all the resources you need right here in this document to help you be successful. Okay? So the last part is a little tricky, but I think you guys can figure out. So after you've done all this, now again, this should take you not 20 minutes. You have me for a period first, so you can stop working at, if it's, I think it's 8:10 for the period 1 class, and I can't remember what time it is for the period 2 class, but whatever time, or of the period 7 class, whatever time period 7 is over, I want to say 11:15, but I don't really know. I have to look at the rotational, or the bell schedule, because it's so different this year. Anyway, you only have to work on it during the period. If after the period and then the block the next day you still haven't finished, now it's yours to finish on your own. But you don't have to necessarily finish it all on that first day when you only have the short period. You have the whole next class to work on it. So the next part, after you've applied what you know, so you apply what you know to this practice Regents question, now you're going to design your own little situation here. So you get to pick from any one of these 6 questions. You're going to choose the question you want to investigate from the list to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Click on the link to view the experimental design template. So I'm just going to click on the first one. They all have links to them. So they're all going to bring you to a new document. This one is the one where it says, when is the best time to plant soybeans? That is the question. You'll also notice that on the slide 3, you'll know you're on the right slide because I already typed that question in for you. But you're going to see that all of these parts need to be filled in by you. Actually, not quite all of them, but almost all of them. Each slide needs to be filled in. So you're going to put a picture in there. You're going to put your name on that first slide. You could put your pink class, your green class, your blue class, whichever class you are. You can put the question here about the soybeans if that's the question you pick. Then you're going to talk about what do you need to know? What do you need to research? What background information do you need to find out? For your hypothesis, what are you going to do? What's your prediction? Oh, I went too far. Yep. For health and safety, what are any safety hazards that might be a concern while you're doing this experiment? Keeping in mind that we probably won't do the actual experiment because we just don't necessarily have the equipment to, but just it's good practice to design it anyway. So even if it's like, well, I don't have that stuff at home, it doesn't matter. We're probably not going to do it. Just say what you would need if you were going to do it. Health and safety, and then number 7, your independent, dependent variables, your materials, and your equipment. Number 8, your procedure. Gives you a little explanation there. You do not have to do slides 9 and 10, so just forget about slides 9 and 10 for right now. For obvious reasons, we're not actually doing the experiment right now. We may never, but you don't need to do this because you won't have results and you won't have a conclusion until you actually do the experiment. So we're just doing the upfront work right now, and then we'll be maybe going back and doing the results and conclusion later. The biggest important thing here is when you click on this, you're going to realize that it is a view only. You're not going to be able to edit it here. It's going to say view only. So you're going to have to go to File and make a copy. You want to make a copy of the entire presentation. Once you make that copy, you want to add in your name to the title. Instead it's going to say copy of when is the best time to plant soybeans. So you want to make it Joe Schmo, when is the best time to plant soybeans. You want to put your name in there. Then you're going to need to attach this document to the Google Classroom as well, so that when you're done turning this in, you'll be turning in this doc that you've been working on, as well as the Google slide deck that you have made your own copy of and have also been working on. If you have any questions, let me know. I will be live in the beginning of class this week, but I probably will be shutting it down after I take attendance. So just let me know in email if you have questions or not. We're going to be doing a lab in class later on that really will need my full attention, so I won't be able to be checking the screen to see if anyone's popping on. So I will probably not keep a live meet open, but I am always available through email if you have questions. Okay? Good luck. Let me know if you need any help.